Well, how do you do, buckaroos? I'm Joe Leydon from Cowboys and Indians magazine, and it is my great pleasure and privilege today to be talking to Mr. Eddie Montgomery, and we're going to be chatting a lot about his new album, Ain't No Closing Me Down. I was almost going to say Ain't No Closing the Bars, but I was remembering my honky tonk days in New Orleans as
Hey, there you go,
young man. So I wanted to start off with something that years ago, the first time I heard the Montgomery Gentry song Gone. I don't know how I'd overlooked it up until then, but it was at the CMA Fest in the big arena show. And I could feel the electricity of the crowd, but I was lifted and I was, wanting to sing along, even though I'd never heard the song before. It's like one of those instant, you want to sing along with. Looking back, do you think you may have written the greatest breakup song or performed the greatest breakup song of all time with Gone?
Jeffrey Steele, man, that was he was a writer on that, and I'll tell you, man, when we performed it, when T-Roy heard it, we was like going, man, we've got to cut this song. And, it was, even though it's a breakup song, it was a real feel-good song. So, and everybody got to sing it. And I just thought it was a great honky-tonk song, like you was talking about your honky-tonk days back in New Orleans or whatever. It's one of them songs, and it's a sing-along where everybody wants to sing it. I reckon some people call it arena rock or whatever, where you sing along with them songs all the time. And it was one of them, man. And everybody, it didn't matter how old you were, you loved that song and you loved to sing with it.
Well, I've heard it said that there are two definitions for a classic. One, you can never imagine a time before this song, this play, this movie existed. And the other definition is, as soon as you hear it or see it or read it, you know it.
That's exactly right.
You. And I have to say, first time I heard My Son, the song that you perform on the soundtrack for Tim Blake Nelson's film, is just incredible. How did that come about? Did you
Well, I'll tell you, my producer, Noah Gordon, he brought it to and said that, they wanted us to write a song for the movie. Well, I was like, can we see the movie? And they was going like, well, old Henry said, well, it's not done yet. And I was like, well, can I see a script? And so they brought us a script. Of course, it was so thick. I mean, my gosh, it was that thick. And I'm like going, well, I know if I wait to read all this to write that song, it ain't gonna get written. So, I had to kind of go through that. And then I asked them, I said, have you got a trailer? And they said, yeah, we got a trailer on the movie. And I was like going, all right, we want to see that. And I bet you we watched that trailer well over 200 times. And just, and getting it. And then, of course, I've, with all my sons, I lost two boys. And so that kind of started coming out through my soul, man. And I tell you what, I'm going to be honest with you. It really helped me a lot after I wrote that song, because I'd had a lot of stuff inside that, I hadn't told a lot of people. And, and it's just things about, the songs, like what my dad's told me and what I've told my sons, and just thinking about a lot of that. And, it really did, man. It kind of, that scar is always there, but, it helped a little bit.
Sort of therapy through songwriting?
Yeah, and I never thought, I'm gonna be honest with you, I never thought I'd write about it really a whole lot and stuff. But man, when that movie came about, then when they said what they wanted me to write about, I was going like, wow. And it just kind of come together. Thank God for Noah Gordon and the movie helped me.
Mm-hmm. Well, now the title of the album itself, Ain't No Closing Me Down, and a few of the cuts, with Tanya Tucker, Alive and Well, which is, and she's another survivor. Do you see this album as yes, you're dealing with tragedies you've had in your life, but it's almost like a sound of defiance. The idea that, okay, I will not be bent, I will not be broken, I will not be knocked down.
Most, that's what I've always tried to write about or sing about. And when this is the greatest country in the world, man. We can say, be, and dream as big as we want to in this great country, and we don't give it up enough for all of our great American heroes. I want to say that right off the bat. But yeah, I wouldn't for sure, man. When after T. Roy's death, I was like going, man. And I had a couple people going like, well, man, you need to go home and do a solo album right now. And I was like, no. I was like, T. Roy, I think's gonna let me know, or I'm gonna feel it when it's time to do it. And then, of course, the COVID happened, and I got in my garage, and next thing I know, man, I started writing with great writers, and everything started coming out. And it's what I've always said. Me and T always said, we sing about the good, the bad, the ugly, and the party on the weekend.
Now, I think some people outside of the business, including me, think all of you folks in country music know each other, and it's no big thing when you run into each other, and so what. But I wonder, when you were actually in the studio recording the duet with Tanya Tucker, was there ever a moment where you thought, I'm recording a song with Tanya Tucker?
Hey, let me tell you, here's where this is the way this went down, period. Noah Gordon, man, helped me arrange it. Of course, if you mention Waylon and Willie, Merle Haggard, George Jones, Leonard Skinner, Charlie Daniels, Aretha Franklin, you gotta mention Tanya Tucker, man, because she's an icon. I mean, she is flat an icon, bigger than anybody. And I'll tell you what, I'll put her voice up right now against any newcomer that wants to come in, or anybody that wants to sing. She is that powerful. She is that great. She is that good. I mean, it's just off the hook. And when I found out, man, that I was going to be able to do a song with her, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this, man. And it's just, it's, I guess it's one of them, what do you call it? Bucket list things or some crap, whatever they call it. But me, I'm just saying, I'm going like, my God, anytime you get to sing with some of your heroes and stuff, it's all about it.
What was it like the first time you were able to perform live after the COVID lockdown? What did it feel like for you?
You know what? It was awesome. And I didn't know, and it's funny that you say that, because you always remember, somebody says, well, I knew where I was at when Elvis Presley died, or I knew where I was at. I knew when we went back to our first show, which was Wisconsin, was the first one we done, and it was an outdoor festival thing. And I'll tell you, I'll never forget it, because it was so awesome to see people without masks and see people smiling. And I mean, that's what America's about. You ain't gonna never close us down. You ain't gonna never shut us down. You're never gonna stop us. That's why this is the greatest country in the world. I mean, we'll help everybody, or we'll do anything, but I'm telling you, Americans have got to, we want to hang with everybody. We want to have fun. We want to live. That's why it's America, because we can say and do and be and dream as big as we want to in this great country. And I'm telling you, man, it just felt great when you see all the people out there, and they're like, we're sick of it. We've had enough of it. And it's like, you know what? I would rather die living free than not living at all.
Years ago, I worked for the Dallas Morning News, and the Dallas Morning News building is right across the street, literally, from the Texas School Book Depository, where Lee Harvey Oswald, gate crashed into history. And I was raised in an Irish Catholic household where, there was God, Jesus, and John Kennedy, okay. And
I'm Irish.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean? And I could never walk over there. Never. I mean, I would walk 2 blocks out of my way to go to, lunch place or something. I just,
Right.
along those lines, are there songs now that you sang with your partner that, even now you say, nah, I can sing these other ones, but not this one. No.
I tell you, we made a promise, me and T Roy did, to each other. And of course, I ain't gonna lie about it. It was a few moons ago. But we made a promise to each other, and it was over some Jim Beam. But we promised each other, said, you know what? If either one of us goes down, we want the other one, man, to make sure that the MG legacy goes on and keeps going. And so I made him a promise, and he made me a promise, and so I'm keeping that promise, and I'm going to keep it going, and we ain't going to never forget T. Roy.
Mhm.
And we're going to sing about him. We're going to sing, have his songs. Of course, ain't nobody can sing them like T. Roy. So, most of our band's been together over 20 years. So
Mhm.
when we get to certain songs, hell, we don't even have to sing them. Of course, we don't call nobody fans, we call them friends, but all our friends are out there singing them.
Mhm.
And it's just like you said at the beginning, he's like, man, I don't know what about it is about that song, but it made me want to sing it, and I didn't even know it. That's what music does.
That's it. That's it. Well, a couple of final questions. When you are performing live, are there songs like you hear your fans call out for, ask you to sing, that you're surprised by? Like, man, that's a deep cut from an early album. I thought, everybody had forgotten about that one.
All the time. All the time. When I get asked all the time, man, were you doing this one during the show? And you're doing, of course, you've only got so much time, you can play, because you got either curfews or you're opening up for somebody or doing something, and it's a festival, and so you only got so much time, but so you got to do the hits. But you try to put every once in a while, put one of them old ones in there, that a lot of people have been calling for. And I've got a couple right now we're getting ready to put back in the show, from early days.
Mhm.
But yeah, and that's you know what? I think that's the thing about it, is when you got people also coming up to you and going, man, on this album, this is my song, or this song, there ain't no bigger reward than somebody coming up to you and going like, man, I got to tell you something. A certain song off a certain CD, or this CD, said, you don't know what it helped me get through, and said it helped me get through a part of my life that I really needed help with. And there's no bigger reward than that. I mean, that right there, man, you're doing something right.
Finally, I've talked to many country artists over the years, and I agree with this wholeheartedly. Yes, there are hip hop fans, there are rock fans, there are heavy metal fans, or whatever. But the bond between fans, or as you call them, friends, and country artists is stronger and more resilient than I think the relationship between the fans of any other kind of music. And I mean,
Country
that
music,
manifested.
well, country music, Loretta Lynn started fanfare, which is called fanfare. Loretta Lynn started, I think it was 1972. And, that's what country music does. It's not really fans, it's all of us together. We're the country artist is the only one that even, they have a fanfare, now of course they call it CMA Fest now. Your hip hoppers and rockers and stuff don't do this stuff.
Exactly, exactly.
And
I mean,
country music, that's why, all of our friends out there are our friends, because we know that they'll help us anytime, or if we can help them, we'll help them. And we all interact with each other. We don't think, none of us is no better than anybody else.
so I can imagine that relationship, as well as your relationship with other people, has helped get you through some rough times.
I'm gonna tell you what, if it wouldn't have been for a lot of my friends out there, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not so sure, man, because there was a few times, man, that I was down, and thank God for Smoking Hot Wife, Jen, because she helped me through a lot of stuff. And I want to tell you, singing music and getting down on stage, and people coming up to me, and I can't thank them enough for like all the cards and the letters, and just being there, being like a friend. Hey, is there anything I can do? Is there, what can I do for you, man? Or, you know, stuff like that. That's country music fans right there,
There you
you know, or country music friends.
There you go. So the name of the album is Ain't No Closing Me Down. And it's available not only on streaming services, and you can download it. But again, this is something special about country music. Country music fans, I think, are the last fans of friends in music who are still buying CDs.
That's right.
So the CD is out there, right?
It's coming out. It's getting ready to come out. It comes out October 29th.
Okay.
And right now you can go and pre-order it. Everybody pre-order it right now at Walmart. You can get it at Walmart, pre-order it. And of course it comes out October 29th, but you can go ahead and pre-order it now and get it ready through Walmart.
There you go. There you go. Well, thank you very much for the words, Libby, and stay well and be safe.
You too, sir. Thank you for taking the time out to talk to me. And I tell you, I love looking at your magazine when I'm on airplanes.
Thank you.